You don't know who you're messing with. I'm the president-elect. You don't know who you're talking to. I'm gonna be the next president of the United States, and you guys are fucked. Okay.
So what's good, man?
What up, man? We're back.
Yeah,
after 2 whole years.
It's literally been like what, a year and 10 months or something.
Yeah, I just checked. The last episode was in August.
That's
of 2023.
Kind of nuts.
Yeah, that was like right before I started school.
Yeah, that's why we stopped.
Yeah,
because you left.
Yeah.
So this is the first time we've done anything.
We're at halftime.
This is halftime.
This is halftime show,
you've done 2 years now.
Yeah, man, I'm done with my sophomore year. USC.
That's kind of nuts.
Fight on. Yeah, I know it is. It's
like
nuts.
It's weird because it feels like it was like super recent, but then it also feels like forever ago.
Yeah.
When I watch clips back, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that like really well.
Yeah.
But then
like last year.
When I actually think of when I went to set this up, it took me so long to set it up because I was like, I just forgot how anything works because it's been so long.
Dude, it's been a minute, man. So much has changed. So much life has been lived.
Yeah.
In the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Like it feels like a lifetime. Like from 18 to 20, I think I've done the most character development of my entire life.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
You don't think high school?
I feel like high school I was very much the same person. Like the entirety. Maybe I got like a little bit more confident, like
towards the end.
Like towards the end after COVID.
I could see that.
I feel like in the last 2 years of college, that's really like defined me of who I am, who I can back, like what I back my decisions on, and like just being entirely free, not just financially, but like in the space to be free. Like I'm thousands of miles away from like my entire family.
Right.
It's been good to be back. I've only been back for 4 days.
Right.
And it's so nice. Just to
How
be,
long are you here? Like
down.
3 more days?
Yeah. Dude, I'm only here for a week.
What are you, why? Why didn't you just hang out?
Man, there's no like opportunity for me here, dude. All my money is like in Los Angeles now.
Freaking investment broker
I know,
type
dude.
looking at.
No, I have.
There's no opportunity for me here. I can't really make a profit.
I can't, man. I mean, actually, most of my work is like remote. Like I'm still editing a lot of videos.
Yeah.
Like funny moment shit, and like I'm editing this like 10 episode series of like crime scenes in Los Angeles.
What?
Yeah.
For who?
This like journalism guy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you have to go film it and everything, or it's just editing?
I'm just editing. I'm just like story producer, editor.
Interesting.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if you've heard of this little thing called sperm racing.
Bro, I don't even dude, I feel like that's going to be the title of this episode because that was the most insane thing that's happened.
Yeah, journey. Well, I wasn't
even
know
involved and it's insane to me.
Wait, when did you hear about it?
Dude, okay, actually I wanted to talk about this because it was the funniest shit. So you posted on your main account, or maybe it was your spam account, I don't remember. You just said you said Tristan Milker, they say, or something like that. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? What does that mean?
That's what they're saying.
So then a few days went by, and then I get suggested this account on Instagram, Tristan Milker, and it's just you flexing as the profile picture. And I'm thinking, what the hell? 0 followers, 0 posts, 0 following, nothing.
Oh, you got in early.
Yeah, I got in real early. So I DM'd you, and I was like, dude, what is this? And all you said is fucking insane. That's all you said.
And that was.
That I had nothing to go off of.
Yeah.
I had to wait. I was learning in real time like everybody else because I was like, what?
No, that's something. It was like a little project. I was like joking. Like I didn't think I was actually going to like be as involved as I was. But yeah, this dude, the first time I heard about it, this guy came to my door at the frat. And he just like knocked on the door and was like, "Hey, we're looking for guys to sperm race." And like one of my friends came to get me out of my room. Was like, "Bro, like come to the door. This dude's like, he's trolling. And I was like, "All right, bet. I want to go clip for him. Let's go clip for him." Because we thought he was recording on like the meta glasses.
Oh, I see. You thought it was just a YouTube prank?
I thought they were just trolling. I thought it was like, oh, it's gonna be something on some TikTok video.
Yeah.
And so I go up and he's like, "Yeah, we're looking for like real sperm racers." And I was like, bro, my shit goes through IUDs, bro. Like every single day, I'm worried I'm gonna have a kid out there that's not mine, or like I just don't have possessive power over this kid. You know, every day I'm worried about that. He's like, perfect. Take down my number. We'll be in contact. And then like 2 days later, this dude Eric Zoo hits me up. He like DMs me on Instagram.
Right.
And I actually recognize this kid because he's also from Indiana. He went to
really?
High School.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
okay.
he like connected me through there and was like, yeah, I used to go to Carmel. Like he got expelled from Carmel because he would take like VC calls in the bathroom. And so he like,
crazy.
yeah, he was like just from like a ripe age of like 14, like taking VC and like
Well, he's
funding.
only literally like 17, right?
He's 17, yeah.
That's
He's
insane.
not even 18 yet. He's
That's
still a minor.
nuts.
And he invented sperm racing.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. And so he's telling me about his vision, and I was like, dude, we can make this fucking massive. This should be like WWE mixed with like biotech mixed with like horse racing. Like, let's make it.
I mean, that's exactly what it ended up being.
Yeah.
So good.
So that's
good
how
vision.
like that's how Tristan Milker got born.
Okay,
So Tristan Milker, in my mind, is the John Cena of sperm racing.
I see. I think that might be a little bit of an ego, like.
Yeah, maybe a little bit, but it's the first one of the league that's coming to
Right.
be.
Okay. Okay, dude.
But yeah, insane concept. And the only reason I wanted to do it, people are like, dude, like, aren't you worried about your digital footprint? Like, what's going to happen? My digital footprint was never going to be a concern for me in any job that I went into.
I didn't think. I mean, you were never the type that was going to be like trying to apply for a high position internship at
manager at Taco Bell. Like,
Yeah.
like I couldn't probably get a job at Taco Bell. Like, if I wanted to, if
Sure.
I wanted to be a manager there,
Yeah.
probably not. But I'm going into entertainment industry.
Right.
Everyone thinks this is hilarious and a sick idea.
Right.
So it's nothing but a great talking point for me.
No, I
And
feel like any job that you would possibly apply to is like that's actually going to look good on
you're
your
like,
resume.
oh, you're the guy. You won.
Yeah,
You're Mr.
exactly.
USC. Holy shit, dude. I remember like my friend sent me that and we were watching it live and like that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Which, by the way, like the videos people were sending me from home, I had a friend up in Mammoth. They were up there like in the mountains of California, just like snowboarding. They were up there in the lodge, in the lodge, and they're just recording like all like they have money on their shit. And
That's just
they're
so
just like,
nuts.
go, 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 go. And I'm like, dude, I don't even think I was that hype in the tube on stage there. And yeah, bro, it's just like seeing it all come together. Like it was a worldwide event. Like this shit.
Yeah.
I've been pitching to some companies about like expanding and like, getting more investment.
Post the
Yeah,
event.
post
Okay.
race. And I got all of the impressions that like we gathered over 3 weeks. It was only 3 weeks of promotion from the start of where we posted the promo and then to the actual day of the event.
Right.
We got 422 million impressions.
Yeah, I
across
don't
the
doubt
internet.
that at all.
Yeah.
It's interesting though because like half the people I brought it's a weird thing to bring up to people.
It's a strange thing to
So,
bring up, dude.
Half the time I bring it up, people are like, "Yeah, I've seen that." I'm like, "Dude, that's Tristan," and they're
bro.
like, "No shit." But then half the time I bring it up, they're like,
What?
no, I have not heard of that, weirdo." Fucking
Yeah, what side of the internet are you on?
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking weirdo. Get out of my face.
Exactly.
Yeah, try to explain to people they're like you go to them like, "Oh, you're at a sperm racing?" What? No. Like
Start dialing 911.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, like you're on a list somewhere, buddy.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, they just don't get it. Which it's hard to bring up unless they've heard about it.
Yeah.
Because it does have great qualities to it. It did
Yeah.
raise awareness about like males infertility, and allowed me to like also upgrade myself. Like I feel the healthiest I've ever been.
Really?
Like, yeah, I've like cut out like most of my let me not say all, but most of my unhealthy habits since this because I got all my blood work done and like I could see physically what was going on in my body.
That's super helpful.
Yeah. And I took a test with this company called Superpower. They're in beta right now, and it gives you a score of your health, like your video game
Just
character.
overall, like it it ranks you in all the different categories.
And so I got a 79, and I was like, "Whoa, that's a C. I have a C on my health. Like, what do you mean? I thought like I go to the gym and like eat generally healthy. Like I thought I was good. I thought I'd at least get it like an 85. No. So I'm going in seeing like what's wrong with me. Like parts of my body, I'm age 25, which is like not my age. So
I see. So I see what you're saying.
It tells me my biological age and then like my actual age.
I see.
And so I was like, wow, this is concerning. Maybe I should like, take into account, maybe I should stop smoking. maybe I should stop drinking as much. I never like wanted to limit like I'm never gonna drink again because it's drinking on occasion and within like reason is like first off great social practice.
Sure.
You get to talk to people that you probably would have never talked to and bond,
Right.
which is like you form business out of that. You form friendship out of that.
Right.
You know, that's a valuable thing. And also like I don't want to miss out on my youth because I'm like I'm stone cold sober now. So like, but I still do have a lot of fun like when I'm sober out in the environments that a lot of people are drinking at.
Yes.
It's like if you shed a new light on it, it's like it's your own high. Like you're highly sober. Hey, full circle.
No, it feels weird. Like it's good and bad to be like that guy who's just not drinking or anything. Because some like for a minute you're like the odd man out, but then it's like if you look at it almost like a introspective type thing, or I don't really know the exact word, but like it's like I feel like you can appreciate it almost more, or at least differently.
More. You can like think of stuff to say that you would have never thought of if you were drunk.
Yeah.
You have more awareness. You can kind of be not the designated driver, but like be the responsible one in the group, which people value a lot.
Exactly.
Just sucks being that friend sometimes, especially like if you're in a row, like designated driver 3 times in a row. It's like, all right.
Oh, right.
And then people are getting sloppy. Dude, people do not know. Some people cannot handle their liquor when they go to college.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's embarrassing. Me personally, I've never been that friend. I've never been blacked out. I've never been like sloppy, falling over or anything.
Right.
And I never will be that person. I can't just be
especially now,
a full liability. Yeah, no. I don't think it'll ever happen.
I see.
Yeah.
I can't believe that's what it took for you to stop like bad habits. Sperm racing.
Yeah, it was sperm racing.
But
it was like
that's a good reason to actually appreciate it and like
it made me
respect
compete.
It.
Like it was like the first competition I had since football.
Yeah.
And it was like it actually had to do with my lifestyle habits.
So how much of it was like the fact that you immediately started improving your health, do you think corresponded to?
I think I have great genetics.
Yeah, like, I kind of figured
already,
that would be part of the case.
And that's a dominant part of it. And then from there, it's like your lifestyle. So you have like 72 days that your like sperm regenerates entirely. And so like if you cleanse yourself from that point on, like you're pretty much like you're golden, which I kind of was in that. I was like, it was like 60 something days.
So you were close.
So I was pretty close.
Yeah.
And like I didn't have a drop of alcohol. I didn't smoke weed at all. I was like going to Erewhon every week to like shop
Fucking
for
Erewhon.
Yeah, it wasn't my money. I was spending the company's dime on
That's
Erewhon
crazy.
and like ridiculous stuff like an Equinox membership. Like,
so what's the deal? Like, I mean, if you don't mind talking about it, are you actually like invested in it or in the company?
Yeah.
Did you put money into it, or are you just part of it now?
I didn't invest any of my money.
Okay.
We
you
seek
got
investors.
Yeah, right.
So I like seek seed funding as well.
So how many people are part of the company?
There were some adjustments.
Because I saw, I mean, the group picture that I saw, it was like a lot of people in the picture.
I would say 8 people.
Okay.
Like in
officially.
total, and then some people got fired, and then some people. There's a couple new people.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Something we were getting outed for on the internet is like biologists claiming that it was fake because that isn't what sperm looks like.
So
that's true. It's not what sperm looks like, but it's like based off of real data.
Yeah. Once again, I don't know how much you want to get into it because like I can talk about it more than you can because it's your business or your company or whatever.
Yeah.
But like from a content creator's perspective, I've edited a lot of videos in my life. That event was fake, right?
Like like to a degree, we had no option of failing. So we threw all this shit together in 3 weeks. And then we had a week to put this actual event on in this venue because the venue we had before was like, what the hell are you doing? And then they like voided our contract, and so we had to like scramble. So things were like kind of fucked up the day of.
So it was mostly more of like a jumble of your plan more than it was like a strategic fake out.
It wasn't like the actual race was fake. Like the sample was real,
right?
Taken from that day,
right?
And they were put on microscopes. It was just done an hour beforehand.
That's what I thought.
And so then that data was like aggregated into the software that we use that like tracks it on the actual racetrack.
Yeah.
And so it was predetermined, but nobody on stage knew.
Oh, okay, that was one of the things I was wondering, because I was like, that would not be fair at all if like
and it doesn't help
just planned
because
out.
when I'm on stage, I'm like, I have no doubt that I'm gonna win. I have no doubt.
Well, it also would have been like, that was part of what made it seem more fake, was the fact that there's like 4 people from UCLA in the audience or something.
Yeah.
Everyone else was from USC.
Yeah.
And you were like hyping it up way more than Asher was, I felt like, just on stage wise. And so if you didn't win that would have been like, it just would have been weird.
It would have been odd.
So it made it only made sense
I
that
just
you did.
couldn't come back to school knowing that I lost the sperm race. So I really devoted all my time to it, and that's why I won. Like, I talked to the scientists after. I was like, was that fake? And they were like, no, dude. I was like, it was fake. All right. And he's like, all right, we rearranged the matches. So you won the first one, lost the second, or you won the first 2, and then you lost the third.
Okay,
but we rearranged it for more show value.
Yeah, because that was like one of the things that I was like, obviously this is fake as hell, because like the way that the last match was like that it played out, it was like
the NBA finals.
Yeah, you just made it like a freaking like
a
insane ending intentionally, and it was it just felt like a fake out.
Sure.
As far as I knew, perspective.
Also, wait, big value drop here. During that like fuck up 3 weeks where we had like, where we had to like scramble and decide what we were gonna do with this event. The guy from UCLA dropped.
What?
Yeah. So, in order to keep the rivalry going from USC to UCLA, we had to have Asher fill the spot, which he was not a UCLA student.
You're shitting me right now.
I swear.
I did not know that.
Yeah, nobody knows that.
Well, because I don't think I like actually looked into him at all, because obviously I only knew you.
Yeah.
And then I saw his whatever you call it, athlete profile or whatever on Instagram, and that's all I saw of him.
Yeah.
Huh.
So he made an entirely new account. He goes to school in Texas, and he was called in last minute. It was like the day of the promo shoot. Like, we had both of the people ready to go. It was me and this other guy named Christian, actually, and it would have been Tristan versus Christian, when I was like, nah, that's pretty funny.
I see.
And he just didn't show up to the shoot. And then he texted me. He's like, yo, like, I talked to my lawyer, and he doesn't think it's a good idea. And I was like, okay, you're being a pussy, but
wow.
All right, man, suit yourself. And he was kind of weary about it the couple of days before, so like I kind of saw it coming, and so we had to like panic. And in order to make this as big as possible, we were like, we got to keep the USC versus UCLA thing,
right?
It's one of the biggest rivalries in college history.
Sure.
So we wanted to make this thing global,
right?
So we continue with the plan. And there were so many hiccups the entire time.
So that's why there was no UCLA students there.
Yeah,
because no one knows Asher.
Yeah, we like implanted him though. Like we made him go to classes.
No way.
He went to some of the parties and shit. Yeah, we tried to integrate him into UCLA society.
That's funny.
The thing about UCLA is they're not lit.
Oh, okay.
They don't rally for shit.
I see.
They kind of suck.
So
my hatred for the other side was real. Because I honestly, like, yeah, they have
Christian
a beautiful campus.
Let you down.
Yeah,
that's
no, Christian let me down, and then UCLA, they all come over to our school for the parties because their parties suck.
That's funny.
Their Greek life sucks, and we have a blast at USC. We rally to everything, and that's why there were 900 USC students there to support me.
Right.
No matter what it was, it's fucking sperm racing, D1 level. Yeah, I'm there. Ty Dolla $ign's performing. Okay, bet. Let's pull up.
So. Man, there's so much I would want to ask you about stuff, but like I don't know if any of it can go on the internet. So
yeah,
but I wonder how much money did you guys put out for some of the people that were there? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think I can disclose.
I didn't figure,
but the halftime show, like booking, when you go to book like a artist.
Yeah.
Usually for something of that size, it's like around $50K.
Okay.
Like to book
Okay.
an artist, even for like a 10-minute set.
Yeah.
Which he left early, by the way. He had a 10-minute set. He had like he performed like 6.
That was one of the things that I thought, like, in my critique thing that I sent you. It was like one of the things that I noticed is like no one was like really vibing with his performance.
He wasn't vibing with his performance.
The whole thing felt really just.
He was there for the money and then like dipped.
Yeah.
He like didn't even talk to me backstage. I was like, I saw him backstage. He had bodyguards and he had a ski mask on, was smoking a blunt.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, he looks sick. I want to say what's up to him.
Right.
Like tell him I appreciate his music. And then it's not even his bodyguard. His bodyguard was chill. It was his manager. And he keeps going like, nah, man, nah, get away, bro. He ain't trying to talk right now. He ain't trying to talk. He don't like when people come up to him. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, I just want to say, like, yeah, I appreciate your music. Like, I fuck with Vultures, too.
Right.
And I wanted to ask him about Kanye. I wanted to ask him, like, yo, like, this nigga crazy, huh? I just wanted to see what his input was. And, yeah, I couldn't even get that close because I eventually was going to ask if I could perform with him. I thought that would have been sick. Like, me and Asher on stage performing Carnival.
Right.
Like, bro, me and Asher the whole day, like, the morning of, we're Ubering around making sure we have, like, all our clothes and, like, everything set for today. And, like, we're, like, going back, like, bar for bar with the Carnival verse. Like, I was, like, see right there, like, Carnival. I was, like, getting the whole Cardi verse ready. And he was going to do Kanye's verse. And then, we never even got to do it because his manager was like, nah, you can't get on stage.
Damn.
Yeah. So that was kind of unfortunate. But it all got saved with the after party. After party was fun.
I didn't end up seeing anything about it, really.
Yeah. I
Saw
mean, it
some
was
pictures,
like,
but
yeah, it was like a few pictures. Like, also, like, you don't want to get recorded when at the after party. Really.
Oh, yeah,
like,
sure.
Like, so there were a few videographers there. And they probably got a few clips. But yeah, it was fun. There was a guy outside at the house that I got to, and he had like face tattoos and was like smoking. And I went up to him and I was like, I just want to like join the circle. Like, he's like, oh shit, like you the dude that won. I was like, yeah. What's your name? He was like, Wi-Fi. And I was like, do I know this guy? Oh, Wi-Fi's funeral. He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, sick. Bro, I paid to go to one of your shows when I first came to L.A.
That's what I thought. I remember you saying that.
And I got off on the wrong train. This dude threatened to kill me.
Yes. This was on the podcast.
Yeah. And so I never got to go to your show, man. But, like, hey, I gave you that $35, though. He was like, man, I appreciate it. Well, think about it like this. I paid to go to your shit. And I was like, damn. Damn, yeah, you did, huh? Like, I mean, I wouldn't ever call him like my idol or anything,
right.
But like he's somebody I would listen to a lot. And,
yeah.
I like his music, and he's just there to see what's good. Like, right. Yeah, it's something that we that we put together, and it's really gathering attention, which is like super validating to see. It was just really cool. He was a cool guy. Like, we just chopped it up for a little bit.
Right.
There's also like a lot of Viners there.
What?
Yeah, a lot of Viners. Like
I feel like they just kind of lurk.
Yeah, they're kind of they're at every. There's one at every house party in Los Angeles. Like, that's the thing that I found out recently as well. It's a house party culture. It's not a club culture. It's not a bar culture. It's strictly like house party, beaches, and then occasionally like a club.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Just based on
it's very
I've
like
seen.
Invite only.
Yeah,
things are very invite only. Which that reminds me, right before I got here, I got invited to a magic show. And
what?
Yeah, a magic show. And it was the most ragtag, insanely put together group. I show up in a suit because you have to have a certain dress code to get into this magic show.
Okay.
Full suit, dress shoes, tie. And it's me, Dick Gay, the host.
Right. Hey, what's his real name? Can you disclose that?
That's his real name. Legally on his birth certificate.
Okay.
He can show it to you. It's like he showed me. One of the guys that worked on creating Rick and Morty, a porn star,
of course,
and this other guy that like does a lot of behind the scenes work in music industry.
All right.
Yeah.
And you all pulled up together?
And we pulled up together, man. And this is like a famous porn star as well. I guess I'll name drop. Her name's Kazumi. This chick Kazumi, like, she's actually pretty lit. She's like on the S tier of porn star, like, notoriety.
Do you spend
level.
a lot of time on the tier
I
list?
don't. I didn't know who she was. Let me make this clear. I don't support the porn industry or want to be involved in it.
Is that especially since the event, or just in
that was
general?
before the event.
Okay, I thought so.
But like definitely post event, because I get weird ass DMs asking like when's the OnlyFans dropping, and like certain brands reaching out where it's like that'd be the direction where they want me to go into, and it's just not at all what I want to go into.
Right.
I want to be anti that, and I think that like that's the fine line that I'm never gonna cross. Yeah. So no hate to her and what her profession is, but yeah, she's very hot. She's pretty famous on all the sites and Instagram and all that.
I see.
And yeah, she was a vibe. We saw some of the coolest magic in my life. It was like, dude, when you walk in, it's like super secret, like no photos, no videos, no nothing.
Right.
And then you get in, and you tell this owl open sesame, and then it opens up a secret staircase, and you like go down.
Where?
It's in LA, man. It's in Hollywood.
Was it like a event center, or was
Nah,
it?
it's like
an actual magic.
It's a magic castle.
What the hell?
Yeah, dude. You get outside, and it's like this, like, looks pretty small,
Mm-hmm.
and then you get inside, and it's like huge.
Yeah.
It's like absolutely massive, like tunnels on tunnels on tunnels, and there's like a bunch of bars, very like secret society type of thing,
Right.
Like very invite only. And that's when I kind of realized like, oh, like I'm in Hollywood, like I'm very much a micro celebrity at this point. Like it's like, and like people know who I am, like the news guy knew who I was there. Like it was an interesting experience to say the least.
Right.
And Magic was really cool. Everybody I met was pretty cool. But something I realized, these are like the people that like kind of run Hollywood. Like they like are working actively in it behind the scenes, doing whatever they do.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them are gay Jewish billionaires.
I could definitely see that.
That's really who runs like all of Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And like, it's pretty interesting to see. Like that's the main demographic.
Mm-hmm.
They have a real like chokehold on society or just pop culture in general. They have the power to push what is gonna work and what's not gonna work.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So
it's what Kanye's been trying to say for the last 5 years.
In what way
poorly.
did you find that out?
Just like being there,
just looking around, just seeing
like,
what's going on.
Yeah, like my head's kind of in the window, and I'm just like looking around, and like I'm looking at who's behind the scenes every single time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like a gay Jewish billionaire.
That's another thing about being sober, is that you're gonna do stuff like that way more often.
Yeah, you're gonna start observing things
yeah.
that you would otherwise forget or just look past.
Yep. And that's what they want.
That's what they want. They want you to be numb. They want you to be numb to the core with alcohol and weed. Oh my. Give it to me. Give it to me. That's what they want you to say.
Right.
But you can take things in your own hands. You know, take your correct supplements, work out, do the things you want to do, work on your own dime, and you will start to see things that a lot of other people will ignore.
Right.
And it's not that I'm ignoring them right now, because the system needs to work for me. So I'm kind of a bystander, you know, almost.
You kind of just have to like ride the wave.
Yeah. And that's what it is in all the entertainment industry. Like people are like, the entertainment industry is evil. It kind of is.
Right.
Yeah. The most important thing you can do is just like create cool stuff that you like, and hopefully you find people that like it too. But if you want to make money, you need to make things that people will talk about. And the things that the gay Jewish billionaires talk about are so abstract and like meta. Like their conversations that I'm listening to are like, what? Like, this is what you're talking about right now? Like I don't even want to say really like what
you don't have
they're
to
saying, but it's like, yeah, you kind of see like the level of conversation that's being had is entirely different than what's going to be talked about in Ohio from, normal people, or in Indianapolis with slightly normal people.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So looking out for that and like who's actually by my side.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, I've gotten like very little hate over this.
You think? Why do you think that you would get hate?
Not even hate, or just people just calling me out of my name at least, or like trying to like, I don't know, just say something about it. But it's been like all positive.
Yeah. No. Definitely. I mean, it's weird. It's kind of one of those things where the most negatively you can look at it is more of just I don't really understand what's going on perspective. You can't really be like, this is stupid because blah, blah, blah. Like there's just nothing there. You can't. Yeah. You can be weirded out, sure, but that's about it.
Dude, this guy, oh my God, bro. Me and Dick Gay went out to film some videos like last week, and we went out to Santa Monica, and he has this like series. He's like, can you fill up this cup?
Yeah, I seen that.
And he wants to film another one of those. So I'm like, dude, there's all these Amish people just like walking around giving out Bibles, and then they started a choir. And so they're singing a choir. I'm like, yo, we should have them in the background. Just like have them singing in the background. And they're like a good like 100 feet away.
Okay.
And he starts filming the video. And this guy, wait, let me retract, because he actually was involved before we started filming this video. He came up to me and him.
Are we talking about one of the Amish people?
No, he's not even an Amish guy.
Okay.
Me and him are walking through the Santa Monica Plaza in our suits, and this guy comes up to us with skinny jeans on with like bandana leggings underneath, and like he's kind of balding.
Okay.
And he's like, oh man, I like you guys' outfits. What you guys up to? And I'm like, oh, we're just making content. We're filming videos and stuff. And then Dick goes, you heard of sperm racing? And he goes, what? It's like, yeah, sperm racing. He's like, no, I didn't hear you right. And I was like, nah, man, like, have you seen it? Like, have you heard about it at all? Like, it's been like posted kind of everywhere. I know it's like kind of weird to hear about it for the first time, but like, yeah, it's something we did like a few weeks ago, and it was to raise awareness about male infertility. And he was like, no, it's so far from God. You guys are in this spectrum, and this is where God is. This is where you are. No. And Dick was like, no, man, let me show you. He's like, get that away from me. Get it away. And like, he's like genuinely tweaking out, causing a scene. Everyone's like at the mall, like, what is he doing? And we're just like, all right, I think it's time to walk away. He's getting kind of like, he's getting angry. And he goes to sit in front of the choir, like on a lawn chair that I think he brought.
Okay.
And he sits in front of the choir and he's like listening to the music. And we go record the video. And he comes up and he's like, what do you guys think you're doing? You guys are, like, he's like, I don't even know.
He's crashing out.
He's crashing out. Like, he hates it. He absolutely hates it. And he's like trying to like slap the camera out of,
oh, damn.
Like out of my hand. He's trying to like slap the microphone out of Dick's hand. He's like, no, you guys, like, you can't be doing this here. I'm gonna like I'm gonna call police on you guys. And we're like, no, this is a public place. We can doing it as much as we want. And then an Amish guy comes up and he's like, I'm so sorry. Like, this guy, he comes here all the time. Like, he's always here. He's always causing problems. Like, I'm sorry. Like, excuse him.
What?
He's so ungodly.
What?
And I was like, oh, yeah, sorry about him as well. We'll like move out of the way. We'll like stop like having him interrogate you.
Right.
And then we walk away, and then we walk back because we're just doing laps. And I got this on my meta glasses. He gets up out of his seat like angry as fuck, and gets up and he goes, the first thing he goes and says, you don't know who you're messing with. I'm the president-elect. You don't know who you're talking to. I'm gonna be the next president of the United States, and you guys are fucked. I was like,
what?
I was like, dude, you're running in the 2028 election? Like, are you gonna run? He's like, yes, sir, I'm running for president. I was like, you lost my vote.
Yeah, right.
He's like, I don't care. And I was like, I'm an American person, and you lost the vote. He's like, no, you guys are scum. You guys are the bottom of my shoe, scum. I can't believe you're out here doing.
Sounds like he would be a good president. Maybe I should vote for him.
Maybe,
Yeah.
he might be better than Biden or Trump, dude. It's a fucking. You know what? I might vote for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he might.
Just anything at this point.
Yeah, is anybody? Just anybody.
Might be interesting. Like sit back and
be entertaining.
watch hell unfold.
Yeah. So that was a nice little side character that.
Interesting.
He just hated it. That was my only like negative encounter from sperm racing.
Interesting.
Any other negative is like, oh, I haven't heard of that. You're weird. I'm gonna leave. Okay.
So, kind of unrelated. Does the YouTube content that you got about you feel weird? Like how is that?
Like the Moist Critical video?
So just all the commentary videos about people talking about it.
Dude, Cody Ko talking about it was like...
Did you watch that full video?
Yeah.
Dude, that is so funny.
Yeah,
that was
hilarious.
such a fucking funny video.
I was just like amazed. Like, wow, the plan that I construed and talked about is working.
Right.
And some of my idols on the internet are reacting to it and putting their input, and they all think it's like pretty hilarious.
Right.
Because it is.
And
like, dude, yeah, Logan Paul's talking about it.
Right.
Tom Brady. And yeah, dude, it was cool to see it come into fruition.
Yeah.
Any plan, no matter what it is, just seeing it happen.
Did it once again, I'm just so inquisitive about the whole thing. You don't have to share if you don't want to, but did it meet your guys' expectations for popularity?
Blew it out of the water.
Okay.
I thought it would get like,
because like I know there was a lot of money invested into it.
Yeah.
So I was like wondering if it ended up being like it paid off.
It definitely paid off.
Okay.
I knew it would be viral, but I didn't think I would be in like Complex.
Who was the promo lead for that? Was that the Mr. Beast guy?
So, no.
Okay.
He was on the production side.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which the plan got kind of messed up once we switched venues.
Right.
The main two people were Eric and Shane. Shane's fan. He's the Asian guy on TikTok that guesses people's heights.
Okay.
So he's a genius. He graduated MIT at 16.
Wow.
And then he started that page of guessing people's heights just to prove he could go viral.
Right.
And then he got like 300,000 in a day.
Right.
So he's one of those.
I see.
And he has great connects.
Yeah.
And pretty much was just like telling the meme pages like, yo, we're about to do this thing. Post it.
Oh, okay.
Like, okay. Because they got them great traction as well. Like they were doing leading posts.
Right.
So there was that. We had a $10K spending budget for
promo.
Okay.
Yeah,
that was
Does that include how much of like? Because I would imagine you guys put extra effort into your own promo. Like,
yeah,
I doubt they paid you to
do
promo. You know, I mean, like I know that they were
like
paying
I made
you,
my
but...
videos. Like I just made and like did all my content was just videos I wanted to do. And it was just like kind of part of the job. It just like took over. Like I literally like quit my job, went full-time sperm racing.
Right.
So that was kind of like uplifting as well. It was like, okay, great. I don't have to work at a boba shop. I can work with other balls, my own balls, and that was freeing.
Good to know.
To say the
Good
least.
to know.
Yeah, because it was just like make videos, go to the gym, go to class, sleep, do it again, eat good food.
Yeah,
great. I can do that.
Does it get exhausting?
Nah.
No. I'm on camera for X amount of time, and I'm just like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I don't know. I lose energy.
Yeah.
It's because I'm not social enough like to make content. I have to like plan it out really far ahead, so I can't. It's hard for me to engage at camera.
Yeah.
Because I could like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just not social enough. Like,
sure. I mean, you're more introverted as well.
Yeah, you lead conversations usually between the two of us, and so that's why it's easier for you to talk to a camera.
Yeah. I think I've gotten way better at talking to a camera from this as well.
Oh, really? Because
like for the most part, like I'd be on the back end, like I'd edit for other people.
Right.
But I've liked to edit for myself. Like it's pretty fun, and
I got
better
definitely.
at like I know what I look like close up. I know what I look like from other people's cameras now.
Mhm.
I know what I look like from main stage camera and shit.
Mhm.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like doing it. It's fun. So I'm gonna continue on. I would love, dude. I had a whole fucking like video shot, and I was like ready to edit. It was gonna be a banger to come out on my YouTube channel and then like clip it. All my equipment gets stolen.
Yeah. What the hell happened there?
Dude, the one time. So I never leave shit in my car.
Yeah, obviously.
But there's one time I get back from, there was like, what was I doing the night before? I think it was like some shoot, and then it turned into like a house party. And so I didn't get,
of course, a house party.
I didn't get home till like 3 a.m.
Okay.
And so I had my camera bag with me and everything, like all my equipment, my light, my camera, my 2 lenses, my 2 sets of microphones, and my tripod. Had it all in there in the car, and I was tired, and I was like, you know what? I'll just leave it in there because I know I have another shoot tomorrow. Parked it right outside my crib, and I come back in the morning, like 9 a.m., and the window's a little bit cracked, and I'm like, oh, no. I get in the car. It's locked. And I realize, like, yeah, all my shit's gone. Everything from the backseat's gone, besides a megaphone. I was out there at the ice rallies, and I had a megaphone. They didn't take that, but they took my camera bag, tripod. They took my sunglasses that were in the sunglass holder. They took my change. I had a pair of shoes in there, 2 pairs of shoes in there. So it took all my shit, and no cameras back there to see. I haven't made a police report yet because I'm waiting to do that when I get back so I can like take pictures of it and shit.
Right.
So hopefully insurance gives me the shit back. But like, yeah, I have my whole video recorded on there. I also have a trip coming up, dude. I'm going to Italy, and I wanted to vlog the whole thing.
Yep.
And it's gone.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Like, I would be way more upset than you are right now.
Yeah. No, I was raging. Like I was raging.
Yeah.
That for like a good 2 hours.
No, I would. Yeah.
I was like,
that would ruin my fucking summer, dude. I can't even lie.
Yeah, it was like almost $5,000 worth of shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Just like fucking gone.
Yeah.
So, you know, things come and go.
This is true. I've definitely learned to like just accept.
Yeah.
When stuff like that happens, like, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
It happened. So
there's no point in me being like that upset about it. You know, somebody took it, probably sold it, bought crack, and you know, I'm still living. I can pay rent and my bills, and I'm blessed enough to go to Italy if I want to.
There you go.
So I think I'm just gonna get like, I might just do it on my phone. Cause like I just got this phone as well. It's a 16, and like the quality's pretty fucking good. But the thing is, I want to be on my phone as I'm recording. So it's like,
why?
You know, just like it's multi-tool. Like when you're vlogging, you're just kind of recording everything. And so like if I need to use my phone while I'm recording.
Oh, I guess that does make sense. I guess that makes sense.
So there's that.
You can get another phone.
I've been thinking about getting a work phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I've been getting like more clients.
It makes sense, yeah.
Dude, this stuff has gotten me so many more clients, and then I'm like not afraid to like say my price anymore.
Yeah, that's
like,
good.
Growing up as like a kid entrepreneur, it was like I was afraid to tell like the real price, even though it was like real quality.
Yeah.
Since I'm young, like I don't think they're gonna like pay me the full amount, and they're expecting it to be lower.
Yep.
But like at this point, I'm established, and like I have not only experience but proof of concept, and you should be paying me more.
Yeah.
So like now, like I get business, and like I can say the full price and not be afraid to.
We underpriced so much stuff. Like
yeah, like in the studio.
Yeah,
dude, we were running $25 an hour studio time.
So
that
crazy.
That came with like, that was just the time you're in the studio, and then like we just did like free mixing and mastering.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, we kind of like low key just got manipulated into it sometimes because people would be like, "No, you don't have to like, I'm not gonna like pay to like mix it. Just just make it like sound a little bit better. And it's like that's kind of
just like throw some
part
auto
of it.
tune on there. And
But the problem is these
make
people
the timing work.
Yeah, they would be so freaking
So
bad that like you almost had to mix it live
Yeah.
to make it even sound decent.
Yeah.
Or else they're gonna start crashing out about how bad it sounds. And it's like, I mean,
That's just you.
yeah, that ain't me, dog.
That's just
So
you, bro. I'm sorry, I can't fix your time immediately. But
Yeah.
no. There was a few gems that would come to the studio.
yeah,
It would be good.
Yeah, we definitely got the better people as soon as you left.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Wait,
apparently
who's
I'm done now. I
really?
don't know.
Have you been having studio time?
Just with Vel?
Just Vel?
Yeah, I don't want to. I've talked about like so many projects on this podcast. I don't want to like start promoting my shit again. But it's like we're probably gonna have an album come out soon.
You
Hopefully.
should, dude. I've heard some of your stuff. Like
Yeah.
I've heard like 3 of the songs off the album,
It's
and like it's
just
good.
such a slow process because like our schedules don't line up. So
Yeah.
but I'll probably just like upload that, release it as my production.
Yeah.
Because I'm not.
You should
I'm
do
not, like,
more like
rapping
drum
on
and bass
it
or like
or
house
anything, but-
stuff. I want to hop on more house shit.
Really?
Yeah, I've been hopping on house shit. This guy in my frat, Noah, No Love Music.
Mm-hmm.
I've been like just giving him like voice cues, like I'm a boss, just saying shit like that.
Yeah.
And then like he chops it up, and then like sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
I like doing shit like that, or just like trying to like freestyle on house beats,
Mm-hmm.
and like pop beats and stuff is really fun. So dude, you have anything like?
Yeah, dude, definitely.
I put
'Cause
some voice chops.
That's the problem is like you need some sort of vocals for most songs.
Yeah.
So I'll make stuff and I'm like, I mean, it's cool, but I don't know where to find vocals at. So
Yeah.
it just
Dude, I
ends up
tried to
not
do
going
like
anywhere.
I did like a UK drill kind of thing.
Yeah.
I was like, blend up, cut up. What you want to do?
Flow down type beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Those
that
are the
was
best.
fun.
Those are the best, dude. I always try to find stuff like that, like authentic recordings of stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's just hard.
Yeah, no, it is to find good vocal chops,
Yeah.
especially like men's. There's a lot of like women's
definitely.
vocal chops out there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, dude, I love doing that type of stuff. I've also been working on like tracks here and there. I think I have enough songs to drop a new album.
Yeah.
I have like 12 finished songs.
Go for it.
Yeah, no, I will. I've been posting more on TikTok. Are you on TikTok? No,
No.
dude, you gotta get back on TikTok, bro.
Dude, I just heard this. I don't want to get back on TikTok.
Dude, just do it.
Why?
Why not?
Because it just, here's the problem, right? I'll be like wasting my time on some app, Instagram or YouTube or whatever. And I'm like, I need to be like doing something else right now. I either get bored or I just get like, I feel like I need to be more productive. So I'll close the app. I don't need another app to open right after that. You know what I'm saying?
Set yourself a timer. All right, what I do is I set myself a 20-minute timer on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
And this doesn't work for everybody, but if you have enough discipline,
Yeah.
you can do it.
I could see that. I guess another problem is like the only time that I've ever been on TikTok, I was in full content mode. So
Yeah, no, you did well. They were posting like regularly, and it was good content.
But like the problem is, I got so used to scrolling TikTok, and every video that I see, my brain's going like, how can I turn this into content, or how did they turn this into content?
Yeah,
And
no, it's an entire switch.
Yeah.
You don't consume content the same once you're posting.
Yeah,
it's like
definitely.
research.
But like I started getting like stressed out about it whenever I would do that. I was like I need to rush to get these videos done because someone else is going to come up with the idea before I do and all this stuff, and I would genuinely just like get stressed about it.
Yeah.
So it's it's just hard for me to like relax on TikTok now. It's just not
definitely
the
a
same.
race, and it's like, yeah, who's gonna? It's not even who does it first. It's just like who's gonna keep doing it.
Kind of. It depends on what it is.
Yeah.
Like a lot of my most popular videos were just spins on trends that were already coming up. And so it's like, it was a one-time thing to do stuff the way that I did it. And I just needed to be the first person to do it, if that makes sense.
Sure.
All of my most popular videos, I mean, actually, I'm just thinking about this now. All of my most popular videos were stuff that was already going around. I just put a twist on it that, like...
I mean, yeah, that's part of it too as well. Like, it's just analyzing trends and then just adding, like, your own sauce to it.
Yeah.
And that's, like, all that content is nowadays. It's less and less original by the day.
Yeah.
I mean, like, for my content, like, Shane would just like tell me like, yo, just like look at what you're seeing on your For You page, and then just like use the same sound and like change a few of the words. And
Yep,
like,
that's all it is.
And then like I did that a couple times, and it was like damn near just stealing a post, but like Tristan Milker stamp on it, and boom, 60,000 views, 180,000 views. But I was happy to see that the content that I like originally just like came up with, and that I just like to do, was some of the more successful stuff.
Yeah, that's always a good feeling. Is like when, that's because that's how it was with the stuff that I posted on YouTube. I posted those like 3 sample breakdown videos on YouTube, and those 3 videos specifically did really well. And I was like, it was completely like I put in all the work to it. Yeah,
that's the thing too. A lot of people nowadays, they see like, oh, it's so easy to go viral. I can go viral. I want to go viral. And so they just commit to the trends, and like it'll work because people are constantly consuming.
Right.
But the real trick that it is right now, and that it's always been, is to just be authentic and share your personality, because there's so many people that are similar to you and that have similar interests to you, because there's so many niches that there are out in the internet.
Yep.
So just appeal to 1 or 3.
Yep.
And there you go. You're golden. Just keep it doing it.
I mean, this isn't nothing new, but I'm tired of the. I feel like it's hard to be a content creator in a niche category, which is why I feel like more people like don't do it, and that's why I don't do it, is because like I did the whole content creator for everybody type thing. You know, my TikTok was very broad category videos, and it did well, but the problem is that type of stuff doesn't attract followers because it's always something different.
Yeah.
And it gets views, but it doesn't attract followers. Whereas if you do niche content, you're going to attract followers, just not as many because it's so niche.
Yeah.
So it's
you're
a fine line.
You're going to find your bubble quicker.
But either way, neither of those result in these social media platforms paying you shit.
Oh, yeah, dude.
So,
that was a fucking rude awakening. I started getting 1 million views like every few videos, and I'm like, hey,
I'm going to get money, right?
I'm getting paid.
Yep.
What?
$2 whole dollars?
$2?
$3?
No, dude. Instagram doesn't pay you anything for views.
No, you have to be like all kinds of like verified.
You have to be clouded,
and
you have to have sponsored posts.
Yep.
TikTok gives you a little bit. I made like $40 on like all my videos on TikTok, which like it amounted to like 8 million impressions or something like that.
Right.
And it's like, that's it. That's all I get. Like, all right.
Yeah, no, you have to be a full-time content creator to make it work at all.
Yeah.
Like,
same thing with like DistroKid, dude. Like, I remember.
I don't even. Dude, there's so much stuff at this point where I just don't even consider it as like a money-making thing anymore. It's because it's like all this stuff, it's just, I'm going to put this out there. I know I'm not making money from it, but it is what it is. Yeah. DistroKid, never going to break even on that.
No.
Obviously. YouTube, I can't break even on that.
$100 from DistroKid.
Really?
Yeah.
In like full time?
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Like I think there's like 35,000 streams, and that's $100.
35,000 streams?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
Across all platforms.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Off the one album.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd love to do more, man. I didn't want to just like immediately transition and make like making music content on my like Milker account. So I just started posting more on like my TikTok music account.
Right.
Ranger. And it started like, I just like they're consistently getting like 2K views, and like it's kind of like, you know, after you get a bunch of views on different content.
That was another thing that just like ruined my my like
not seeing
desire to make content.
Yeah, man. Once you get your first success, and then you start feeling like that's normal.
Yep.
Like this is my like plateau of like what I expect to get.
Yep.
And then it dips down. You're like, oh shit, like why am I not funny anymore?
Exactly.
Am I not talented anymore?
Yep.
They don't care.
And if you aren't like, if you have any bit of a sensitive like, what do you call it, like just self esteem, then it's just gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, it'll
like,
tank you.
Yeah.
That's
every time that I stopped making content for a bit, it was because I was like, oh well, I guess we're done. No one cares about my content anymore, so
yeah,
no more.
Yeah, it's a hard stopping point, and like it's just the only thing that's gonna keep you going is like that you want to do it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So it's what I'm gonna keep doing. I wish I could make more professional content with my camera, which I'm just gonna
What
buy
camera?
a new one. Yeah, what camera? It's fucking homeless man's camera, dude. I bet he's shooting some cool shit.
You think so?
This is how to cook crack on a stovetop plugged outside of your neighbor's house.
That would be a good reason for a
Tutorial.
homeless man to steal a camera. I want to watch that video.
Low key, you could do that shit with AI videos now, man.
Fuck that.
You seen these Google VO3
Yeah.
clips?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
You think so?
I think it's pretty sick. I think that people need to start embracing it rather than saying AI slop. This is stupid, not real art. He typed words. Yeah, he did type words, and he described the entire scene from the shot where it's at.
Yeah, I mean, you pretty much have to be an author.
Yeah,
to be able to make it work.
You're writing it's like you're telling a wizard, hey, make this for me. I want these like you're telling a genie like your wish, and if you're describing your wish well, you're gonna get a cool result, and it's only gonna get better. And I think that it should be embraced, like what you can do with it real time. Like you can render something as you're talking about it. Imagine this podcast, we're just immediately in Antarctica chilling with a polar bear, and a polar bear just has something to say.
Right.
That's sick. And then we involve that with a real guest, and then we can like render it real time, and it's like super hyper realistic. We don't have to spend all this money on like back end video editors, which that is a concern. It's like, oh, well, you're getting rid of high expertise jobs.
Right.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, it was coming at some point.
It's coming at some point, and it's only gonna get better. We need to figure out how to adapt. Sure, anybody can do it, but that's with a lot of things. Anybody can do it.
Yeah.
But who's gonna do it for real? Who's
I
gonna
think
do
the
it
biggest
good?
thing is like we just need to. There's other problems we need to fix that'll fix that problem. You know, it's like, you sure this looks like a problem, but in reality, there's deeper undertones to it being a problem. You know.
Yeah.
I don't want to get
deeper
too into
undertones being that it costs too much to live.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like
that's what it is.
No,
And so,
AI isn't stealing your job. It's just making it less convenient, which is absolutely tanking your like life.
Yeah.
So
it's
any
it's just
inconvenience
making things
just-
easier, and by making things easier, it's allowing companies to cut costs, and if companies
Exactly.
can cut costs, that means they're making more money. So if that money that's being made is attributed into society as a whole, and that there's like a major tax that's distributed among America and the working class, we become socialists. But might be the next step.
We'll see, man.
I think a universal basic income is beneficial to America, but I think that in most use cases that like that it's happening in like Denmark, and like there's something Waterloo, Canada, where they gave a town for 2 years like just a stipend every month to like do basic necessities. Nobody like stopped working. Everybody kept working. And now they just had money to like do more shit, and then it boosted like the economy locally, and people were just generally happier.
But what about the people that already aren't working? They're not going to start working.
No, they're not.
So that's why I don't think it's a good idea.
But like, why do you have to work? like honestly, like,
Bro said, why do you have to work?
but like think about it. Like, were you doomed at birth that your only value was to commit to
I'm not
the
talking
working
about
class?
my value. I'm talking about things need to happen.
Yeah, no, shit needs to happen. But like the people that want to make shit happen are going to make it happen. And like that's not everybody. A lot of people are okay with like drifting. And I say let them drift. Let them do what they want to do. It's the same as always.
Well, that's
but like
where I
they don't
agree.
have to work on. They don't have to work at fucking Walmart stocking shit. There's a robot doing it. Great, and that guy got paid to go spend $200 with his family at this place. Great, and that place got more money, and they have like customer service workers. I think hospitality should be like a main thing. Like you just you get paid more for like being a teacher and like being like personable with people.
Sure. We're not going to agree.
No?
No.
You don't think so?
Because I can keep going on and on. But if you... It's just unfair at a certain point.
It is unfair. It's a very liberal idea, but like...
Because someone has to do work.
Someone has to.
In the end. Which means they're the income of the economy, which means they're paying for people to not work. No.
Yeah.
Which is what we're already fucking doing.
Yeah.
That's already taxes, but
there's already taxes, but they're not working towards like the mega rich that will never need that much money and are putting it into stupid shit like sperm racing.
What are you talking about?
like the mega rich. I'm just saying like to tax the mega rich. And like there will be people that will still work. I think I would still work even if I got. And it's not like you're getting an abundant amount. Like this is just money that's going to pay for your like rent. Like your rent is taken care of. If you want to go out to restaurants and go to the water park and go to Disneyland and travel out of the country, you're going to have to work. You have to do things that benefit society. But we don't need you to be honest. And people, I think that people are always going to be like chasing value, and I'm like one of those people. Maybe I'm just in a bubble of a lot of people who think similarly, and so like they would continue to work. But like I think it's a system that could work in like 50 years.
No, I'd crash out.
You'd crash out?
If I knew that I was going into work every day and the majority of my money was turning around and going to people who are not working, nah. I'm going to crash out.
No, this is
because I already crashed out over 25%, dude.
Yeah.
25% that I don't see go anywhere. It just disappears.
25% is a fucking lot, man.
It is.
And we fought the French Revolution over like 1%.
Yes.
A 1% tax.
Yes, exactly.
We were like, hell no. This is America. That's my money.
Yep.
And now we get 25% tax on all of our paychecks.
Yep.
And we're like, oh.
And look, the problem is
color
like
of the year, Pantone. Wow.
It would be one thing,
yeah,
if I saw it in action, but then I go to work and I hit every pothole on the way there.
Yeah,
and it's like, well,
this is
the
the idea that like most laborious tasks are like automated. That there doesn't need to be like that much of a labor.
You can't.
class.
I mean, you would have to go crazy to be able to automate everything. Like, because we were talking about this at work, right?
Or maybe we just have more laborers and we stop all the bullshit jobs.
What are the bullshit jobs?
I'm a social media content creator.
So you just flipped it on its head to go the other way?
Yeah.
I can get behind that.
Yeah.
I can get behind that.
Everyone's a laborer. No more sissy fit jobs.
Yeah, right?
You have to make money and do real work. AI will make your content for you. It's not going to happen either.
No.
I don't know, just some ideas.
Yeah.
But I would like to see some type of universal basic income. Because I don't believe that the amount of homeless people that we have in America should like be allowed. I think that, we should have some basic something going towards these people. Which there is like programs that'll like let you in, give you housing. A lot of them are severely underfunded and then end up into, people take advantage into it. But like if we have a better system for these type of people.
I do agree with the better system. I just don't agree with it with the one that you're choosing.
Yeah.
I think I agree it is a problem, but I think that's one of those things where there's deeper undertones. Like something else could probably be fixed to solve it instead,
I'm not a politician.
Yeah, same.
Sperm racer.
Okay.
That is cool shit on the side. That's where I make money. I don't know. I used to want to be a politician when I was a kid.
No way.
Yeah, dude. I was like, I want to be the president.
I mean, valid.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of kids want to be the president.
Right.
But like, it was like low-key in the 8th grade as well. Like we went to DC and I was like, I just saw like how the politicians were moving. I was like, oh, this is kind of sick. They're like really like they're policy making. They're changing, the way that the country runs. That's kind of cool. Maybe I can get involved with that. And then I started like watching like political videos on YouTube. And yeah, dude, that's not a good rabbit hole to get down
No.
on in middle school.
No, it is not.
You're gonna get into some weird shit. And so then I was like, yeah, politics they're stupid. Because I couldn't identify with a single side. I was like, I don't think I'm conservative, but I don't think I'm liberal really either. But I think I have more liberal ideas, and that's probably just because I live in California now. That I'm like, I've been lobotomized.
I think California and college combined is just
very liberal.
Yeah, it's pushing you a lot farther than otherwise.
Perchance, I've definitely like bougie-fied my life.
What does that mean?
Like I used to like not have a lot of shit.
Oh, I see.
And I just like would be content with, not to say I'm not content with like what I used to have, but like I definitely want higher value things and like chase more extreme experiences and materialistic things. Like I think I've like if I want something at all, like I'm just gonna go get it. I don't really care about how much it even costs anymore, and I'll just like spend it. Like knowing that like, oh, I have this amount of money in my savings, like I could still live, I can survive. I'm gonna buy a snowboard. I'm gonna go snowboarding. I'm gonna go spend this at a restaurant that I probably shouldn't. Yeah.
There's a balance. I feel like experience like has a price to have good experiences in life. So I feel like paying for stuff that's actually gonna like be worthwhile and make you happy, then it can be worth it. There's some stuff that like you don't need to buy.
No, for sure.
Like I've seen some of the stuff that you bought. I'm like, did you need to? Like, you know?
Yeah, I have a lot of trinkets.
Yeah.
I love my little trinkets, man. I'm never going to stop. I'm going to keep buying them because they bring me joy. And, yeah, I just like having cool shit around my room. And also just like, yeah, experiences. Like snowboarding is expensive.
Really?
Yeah, man. You got to get like an Icon pass, and then you got to get like the gear, you gotta get the board, the boots, the whatever you're gonna wear. You're gonna get your helmet, your goggles. All that's expensive. And then like your stay and like gas to go there and everything. Like you're looking at like, if you don't like, at least per year, like $1,500. If you wanna, you know, and that's like just to rent out shit. I can go a few times. I went this one time, like at the end of the season for the first time, and holy shit, I love snowboarding. It is so fun. It is actually like the coolest sport I've found after like high school, like outside of like the basic like sports you play in school.
Right.
Snowboarding's so fun. I was dog shit terrible the first day. I just kept sending it. I went with my friend Myra. She invited me out. She was like, it's the end of the season. I have an Icon pass. My friend has one. You can like use it. I was like, bet. So we made the drive up there to Mammoth, and she's like trying to tell me what to do, and I'm just like, I think I got it. And then like I just like hop up. I'm looking at all these like snowboarding Red Bull clips like right before. I'm like, yeah, I could probably do that. And I just start bombing the hills. Like I'm going fast, and I'm like, I just like fall. I just keep falling. I low-key like injured my shoulder. I got some crazy air time on this one jump. I was terrible the first day, but I understood like the movements. I was like, okay, it's like skateboarding, like your toes and heels. It's low-key easier because it's not 4 points of contact. You have one, and so like you have more leverage. And by day 2, I was pretty good. Like I was going down. I was cutting. I'm very comfortable on my toes, and like it's just so exhilarating, bro. Going down the mountain is just like so fun. And then you do the park as well. It has like the jumps and everything. I got there at the very end of day 2, and yeah, I got a few jumps under me. I just like did like an ollie, and I like kept doing tricks on accident. And like I kept doing like I would like go backwards on accident, and then I would like put like my right foot down, so like it was like I was like nosing,
right,
and then like it would like spray snow everywhere, and then I would like put a hand down, and I was just like, it looked pretty sick. Mara was telling me it looked like I had aura. I was like, yeah, hell yeah, bro. I didn't mean to do that shit, but like it looked cool.
Whatever works.
And then like I started like doing some like more basic tricks, but like dude, all that to say, snowboarding's lit. we should go sometime, bro.
Okay, let's do it.
You ever been?
No,
You ever been skiing?
no.
Snowboarding's cooler.
I can imagine that.
Yeah, there's a beef. There's a beef between
Oh, I
skiers
can
and
imagine.
snowboarders.
Yeah.
There's more skiers, and it's easier to ski.
Oh,
And so,
sure.
yeah, they hate. I don't know what the beef is, but like even like you would like there was side eyeing going on between like the snowboarders and skiers. But everyone's super friendly on the mountain.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I dropped my wallet. And my phone on the mountain because it wasn't like I went with the Sperm racing suit, and so perfect snowboarding gear, by the way. I was warm. It's like insulated. The only thing that's wrong is that the pockets on the side didn't have zippers.
Oh.
And I didn't pack clothes underneath because it was like pretty hot. And yeah, I lost my phone and my wallet, and I had like air tags in both of them. But somebody like picks it up and takes it over to the ski lift and like found it immediately. Super nice guys.
That's good.
People are also coming up and asking me for pictures because like I'm pretty recognizable with the Sperm racing suit on. You know.
You serious?
Yeah. Like we were like, dude, I saw you, bro. Is that real? Like, holy shit, can I get a picture? Like,
That's
bro,
funny.
I can't believe. Yeah, it's pretty hilarious.
No, I think I feel like the sports where you're really only dependent on yourself are the best ones
Yeah,
because they're very like developmental. You can just focus on what you need to focus on, and like I don't know. I'm also just not a social person, so like
Sure.
team sports don't work out for me.
yeah. Team sports are cool. Probably like more physical as well. Like it's like less predictable, and so
yeah,
like
yeah,
you get more like an edge to it. But like single person sports are pretty cool because you can like listen to music. You can just like it's just you in your head.
exactly.
And you're just improving
Mhm.
your like craft and your
Yep.
ability, which you can definitely do with snowboarding. Which I'm so excited. Like I caught it at the end of the season, so like it'll open back up in like September, and yeah, dude, I'm gonna go like all the time. Cause yeah, I got my car in LA now. I can make that drive. Like 5 hours isn't that long to drive.
No,
It's really not.
no.
Which like in Indiana, I don't know why I thought like I couldn't drive far places, but like the farthest I would go is like Chicago.
Yeah,
And like that's like 3 hours,
right.
and like I wouldn't really branch past that. But like, yeah, man, you can just like, dude, if you don't got work, go travel. Just like drive for a little bit. Go to a different state.
If you can appreciate driving, that shit is
Yeah.
gas, dude.
Yeah, nice little road trip. Like
Yeah.
you can just like you play a little card game with the driver, like
What?
not like spades or anything or poker, but like we're not really strangers. Like,
Oh,
that type of
okay.
card
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
I met this guy at a house party, and he was like telling me about his card game. His name's Dawson, and it's called Fuck the Small Talk, and really good game. It's just like ask you thought-provoking questions to like get to know the person better, and it's really fun. They just launched, so
Okay.
yeah, they're like a game you can like, just like order.
Did you ever play my card game?
You had a card game?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
It's goofy as fuck.
Wait, what is it called?
I'd never actually really named it.
Huh.
It's kind of like a mix between Truth or Dare, Apples to Apples, and I don't even know what else. It's very interesting.
Nah, we have to play it then.
It's kind of like it's fun. You kind of like cards make your dare for you, essentially.
It's like a Mad Lib.
Kind of. Yes.
Word.
I have to like reread the rules because it's been like a year since I've actually
Word.
touched it, but
It's
kinda
play
fun.
that game. Speaking of game, I think it's game 4. No, it's game 5 of the NBA Finals tonight.
Mm-hmm.
You been watching?
Not watching. I've been keeping up with it though.
Yeah. I've been watching since the playoffs.
I got rid of my antenna,
Oh,
so I just don't have TV anymore.
you can.
Doesn't bother me. I don't really need
Yeah.
it, but
you
I
can-
could
you
stream
can-
it if I
you can
want to.
stream it,
But once again, that's where the money comes in.
yeah.
Don't feel like.
Well, you don't have to
spending
spend
money
it. There's like sites you can use that I don't use.
on it. I wouldn't use them either. I would definitely.
I would never.
No.
But yeah, I'm gonna catch that tonight. I got Pacers in 7.
Yeah.
I don't know if you. Yeah, I got Pacers in 7. I thought so far it's been theatrical. It's been a
I was kind of thinking the
theatrical-ass
same
NBA
thing.
Finals.
Yeah.
My predictions is off. I thought that the Pacers were going to lose the first 2 games, and then we were going to come back 3-4-5, and then lose 6, and then win 7. But that's not the case right now. We're actually down, and so Halliburton got to come clutch. I think that we are going to win the next. I don't think we're going to lose another game. I think we're going to come back clutch. Pacers is a clutch team.
Yeah.
And also Caruso did like the best he ever has in the last few games, and I feel like he's like running out of gas. He's like been like scoring like 20 points a game.
Oh, really?
And he's never done that.
I see.
Never. So maybe he's just like unleashed a new animal, and he's just gonna play that way for the rest of the series. I doubt it.
I mean, it's got to be a hell of a motivation that comes behind.
I mean, I'm sure. Yeah.
Being that far.
Yeah, maybe, dude. Yeah, you get all those eyes on you. Right?
The ego that I would feel too, like this is the first time I'm on the team now, and now we're this far.
Yeah.
I would. Yeah. That'd be kind of nuts.
But like, I just love how the Pacers play. Like, honestly, they're such a great team this year. I've been watching all these like Halliburton clips, and like, dude, this dude's like fucking beast, bro. And he seems like such a nice guy.
Yeah, definitely.
And then Siakam as well. Like, dude, just like great team synergy.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see. Of course, I gotta go with the Pacers, but
Right.
hometown.
Yeah.
Gotta represent. And I think they will. I think they'll come back.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put any money down though.
Okay,
The only time I ever sports bet was on myself.
That's actually really funny. How much did you put down? How much did you put down?
I put down $2,000 on myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's valid.
And I was the under. Like the day of, I was like 48%. So
yeah.
Yeah.
How much got put into that on
the entire money market?
Yeah.
It was $500,000.
Really?
Yeah, $498,000 on both of us.
Wow.
And then Noah and Jimmy had $114,000 on theirs. So
did you guys pay them?
Yeah.
Or were they
okay? Yeah.
I didn't know if they were just part of like.
Yeah. No, everybody got paid.
Okay.
And yeah, dude. So, but I've been pitching like this is like a little innuendo of what we're gonna do next. But Vegas.
Yeah, I thought I heard something about that.
Yeah. So we're working on that. I want to put it on a weekend that there's gonna be other shit going on.
So is your plan to develop it farther, or just keep running with what you have?
I want this. I think I genuinely believe in this like mission that we're on, and that it does have a lot of beneficial values to it, and then it's also just entertaining as fuck.
So you're not necessarily going to try to go off of like extra shock value anymore. You're just going to try to keep running the same.
No, the next one's gonna be like even more insane. Where like I'm gonna get super theatrical with it.
I see.
The actual event is gonna be much more planned out, more grandiose, bigger sets, bigger names.
Do you think that
more stakes.
you can top the promo with a
Yeah.
second? You think so?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I think we can top the promo, like not by just shock value immediately, but like who's involved.
Yeah.
And like the stakes. We're gonna Mr. Beast it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna Mr. Beast it.
How big are you shooting with the names? You
know-
don't have to call them out.
You know who I really want?
Who's that?
Nick Cannon.
Really?
I want Nick Cannon, man.
That's valid.
That's the baby daddy of like the internet.
I can see it.
You know? And it's like, I think that's comical. We got to get that guy out there. He probably has fast sperm. I mean, they're swimming in those eggs. It's evident.
Right.
And so, let's get him tested, right? Come on. We'll get you like all fucking healthy, man. We'll get you to the healthiest fucking possible. The healthiest you've ever been in your life.
All right,
man.
Nick Cannon, you heard it here. Hit
Come
the
on,
boys
come to
up.
Vegas.
Hit the boys up.
Come on. Get the whole fucking cast of Wild 'N Out. Get all Wild 'N Out to do it. Let's see who's on who has the fastest. Who's the most fertile on Wild 'N Out. Yeah. That's the kind of direction
I see.
that I want to go into. But yeah, I want to put it on a weekend where there's like a lot of shit going on in Vegas. And then, get more people to
How long out are you guys
out.
thinking?
I don't want to say a date.
Okay, that's valid. That's valid.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know if it was like a. Yeah, I mean, there's. If you
I would
don't
like
want
to
to
do
say,
it
then
sometime this year.
okay, that's kind of what I was wondering, just like roughly.
Yeah.
I didn't, because, I mean, it's not, you don't have a massive team to work with to.
No, but the
I
people
don't know.
on the team are very smart.
I think that you guys just, you might need to sit down a little longer on this one.
Yeah,
And figure it out.
no,
Because that
Eric's-
was the main problem with the last one, is just
Yeah.
how fast it all went,
Yeah.
which it worked really well because you just ran right off that promo into the event.
Yeah.
But it was so fast that like it just was a jumble.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, everybody was like super young working on it. It was their first like major venture.
Right.
And yeah, so it was pretty sloppy. But like Eric's working.
I'm not trying to like shit on
the-
your event.
No,
I'm just saying like
you're good.
it was,
No,
it was a little bit
it was a
crazy.
fucking it was a shit show. But yeah, no, we're gonna make it better.
Yeah.
That's the idea. So I want to make that as big as possible, and just like have fun. We might do it overseas, cause like most of our viewership was like East Asian.
Really?
Yeah,
I wouldn't have seen that.
yeah. The Philippines love this shit.
Huh.
Yeah.
So you want to go?
Dick Gay wants to go to the Philippines
Huh.
and China.
Huh.
I've never been to either of those places. I'll go.
Sure.
Let's check
Next
it out.
event type thing, or next is going to be in Vegas for sure.
It might serve us better to do one in another country and then come to Vegas. But I would rather do it just straight to Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Trying to think of anything interesting that happened in my life in the last 2 years.
No, you
Because
haven't been sperm racing?
I didn't do the sperm racing thing.
Oh.
I didn't.
You missed
I
that
didn't
on that
partake in
chapter.
Did I?
Yeah.
Damn. Sucks to suck.
Yeah. It's a great story to tell your kids one day.
Is it?
Dude, I can't wait. You were the 1 in 1 trillion to come out of my balls, all right? You won the race.
I saw so
Should've
many
been
people
another-
in the
I should've
comments
froze
saying
you.
that, yeah, exactly, that you needed to preserve the
Dude,
shit.
I wanted to. I wanted to freeze that one little guy. I asked like day of, I was like, hey, like how possible is it? Like if I win, can I like freeze that cell and like save him for later? And they're like, we don't have the technology to do that right now.
Damn.
Yes, we do. The technology is available. We just didn't have it on set.
Ah,
Yeah.
I see.
So
Next time.
it could have happened.
You got it next time.
Yeah. Next time. We'll
How confident are you that you could just like keep winning? Who would you be scared to go up against?
like
Where you're like, I don't know if I'm gonna win
like
this
like
one.
major athletes that like their entire families are athletes.
There you go. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So, is the camera off?
Oh, fuck.
Dude.
No way.
All right. Should we just end it here with the audio?
Dude, we'll probably just end it.
All right.
I wish we got clips, but I don't think there's anything that I can use there.
I think there's a few here and there.
I'll try.
All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in to the Highly Sober podcast. It's been a minute. It might be a minute again.
Yeah, this is an intermission. We'll call it that.
Yeah.
Maybe we can try one like once every time you come back or something like that.
Yeah.
Like every half year or whatever.
Yeah. I'm back every like few months.
Yeah, because I guess you come back for like fall and spring sometimes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So we'll get another one going.
for sure.
All right.
Well, oh, and let us know. I mean, I know so many of you want to be on the podcast, but let us know if you want to join, and we'll get you in here for one of them next time we do one.
Yeah, man.
But we appreciate you listening. Thanks for getting through our technical difficulties, because it just be like that sometimes, man.
It'd be like that.
I'll get it better next time. Don't worry. All right, guys.
Deuces.
Peace.